Hey there, awesome Monday. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Let's talk about the expression feather in your cap and how you can use feathers in your cap to supersize and grow your business. Feather in your cap, of course, feathers in headgear or headwear, feathers for decoration, have been used since medieval times. And even the American Indians had their, I don't know what their headbands are called, or the chief's headdress would have feathers in it, and the feathers represented wins in battle or over defeating one's enemies. So the more feathers you had, the more successful you were and the higher you ranked in the organization. We still use today, and it wasn't until the 1800s that the expression, the mid-1800s, the expression actually became popular. Before then, it was a practice, but it wasn't really said, hey, feather in your cap or feathers in your cap. Meaning, of course, that you accomplished something, accolades for something, a great achievement, an honor, a special honor would be represented when people say, oh, that's a feather in her cap, that's a feather in his cap, meaning, hey, he or she achieved something. We still look at accolades and outside recognition in every industry. Every industry pretty much has its way of, an organization as well has a way of ranking people and how successful they are within that organization. Sometimes if it's a business, hey, the CEO is the top ranked person in the organization, right? And he probably doesn't have a feather in his cap, but everybody knows who he or she is. Education, diplomas, higher levels of education. You know, we get letters after our name based on our accomplishments and the levels of education that we've gone through, or the certifications or the additional training that we've received. We have trophies for winning things, winning tournaments, winning awards. There's lots of awards and award ceremonies, and again, in almost every industry. And all of these are ways of showing other people our level of expertise, our level of experience, our level of knowledge, and they add credibility to what it is that they do. They acknowledge that we're an expert, so people that want to do business with us or considering doing business with us have very visible outward signs of knowing that we're an expert, and they can generally count on us to provide them the level of service and help them solve their problems and serve them well. It's interesting. When I was younger, like I think almost everybody else, I was super competitive, and I actually enjoyed getting awards and accolades and being written up in different documentations and achieving things, achieving outward signs of my success. And sometime around 20, maybe before 2010, but 2010 is a pivotal point for me personally. I remember all of the things, all of the awards, all of the outside acknowledgement of what I could or was achieving fell away, and it didn't really mean that much, if hardly anything to me. It was kind of like achieving a goal. When I got a goal, I was happy about it, but I was already on to the next thing. And so, again, those things became less and less important to me, and I realized that what really mattered was how did I feel on the inside about what I was doing and being and accomplishing, and how I was showing up in my businesses and in my world and in my job. That became more important than whether I was getting an award or not, or whether I was getting a promotion or not. And it's the same thing that happened in my coaching and helping other people, and even helping other people back in corporate America and being a mentor. I realized that it was a lot more fun and exciting, and I felt better about and more rewarded by helping other people to achieve their goals and their dreams and to get to the next level of what it was they were trying to accomplish and do than I did with me doing it. And maybe it's because they're tied together. I get my sense of accomplishment, and my purpose and my goals are tied to helping other people to succeed, solve their problems, and get what they want in life. So feathers in our cap, I think how we define them and what's important to us changes as we grow and mature over time. And it's important to know that as powerful as it is for us to achieve awards and be successful, when we're growing and supersizing our business, when we're trying to make our mark in the world, when we're trying to create a business that impacts other people, and sometimes the world, hopefully, because if we're impacting other people, we are indeed impacting the world. It's important to know that highlighting the stories of and really, really being excited about the success of the people that we help and sharing their stories is what will really bring and attract other people to us and help us to make the impact that we want to make, to help us really put those feathers in our cap. Because when it's not only our own feathers that end up in our cap, it's the feathers of all of the people that we've helped to move toward what they want to solve their problems. And our businesses are an incredibly powerful way of doing that. I would love to know how you have seen and how you work with respect to the feather in your cap idiom. I think it's a fun idiom. I think it's very indicative of how we look at the world. A lot of people's influence and power, as seen by other people, is determined by awards and feathers that they've achieved and put in their cap. And so we want those, we want to accumulate those, especially as we're starting our business. But as our business grows, we switch over to sharing the success stories of the people that we've helped and the people we serve, because that's what will really help supersize and grow your business. Have an absolutely amazing day. I will be with you tomorrow. If I can help you in any way, hit me up in the comments below. Would love if you would share your success stories or feathers in your cap today. Bye.